Think it was a try, Cardi, or not?
Well, look, that's subjective, mate. It's definitely a penalty. He'll probably go and report the guy, or he won't go and report.
Do you mean the sliding in to Gordon?
Yeah.
Do you think that just sort of got missed in the...
How can you miss it? Kevy got knocked out.
But I guess, I mean, is that why you think it wasn't pulled up, or you don't know what was not pulled up?
You're going to sit there and tell me that they missed it in such a crucial game with semi-final positions on the line, and they're going to say, oh, sorry, we missed it. If that's their excuse, well, we're in trouble, aren't we? The game's in trouble.
What are your thoughts, Nate? Did you have a good vantage point, or just see the replay?
I just tried to get our point across to the referees, but it just sort of seemed like they were passing it on. All they say now is it's upstairs, and it goes upstairs, and we're all looking at the screen watching someone flying with their feet first, which is clearly outlawed now. There's penalty tries awarded, and I don't even care about the penalty try. It's at least a penalty to give us a chance to even it up. And it's disappointing the way we played to even let it get that far, but probably more disappointing that just got completely missed.
What about the overall performance?
Oh, look, it was very, very courageous. Just total lack of troops in the end. We had, there were guys that were out there that shouldn't have been out there. We'd lost Minicello for the game. Can't think of who else, but Harrison's probably shouldn't have. Well, he definitely shouldn't have been out there. Jamie Dowling shouldn't have been out there. Yeah, it was just really, really courageous effort. We got in all sorts of interchange trouble with the injuries that we got, and just to get back within a chance of winning the game was very courageous. So, like Nate said, like any game, you make mistakes, and we probably invited them. The try just before half time was a crucial one. The second half we were just chasing our tail the whole second half. with the amount of changes that we had to make.
How is Minnie, mate? I mean, was it a
He's off to hospital. Yeah, they'll X-ray. They're worried about his eye socket.
What do you do, Cardi? The last Warriors game was that Sean Johnson tap over the head, and what do you do?
There's nothing you can do, Travis. Like it's blatantly obvious. I'm not sitting here whinging about it. You cop your medicine. We got penalised 4 times in a row on our try line for what I couldn't see was penalties. Like Albert Kelly was, if they're going to penalise for being offside, we're going to have penalties every set of 6 of the game. Have a look at the pressure on Caesar in the last minute when he put that kick up, and tell me if one of them was onside. They've made a rod for their own backs. That they have, with the subjective penalties they give. But that's there for everyone to see. The blatant sliding in with the legs while the guy's going for a try is a penalty. It's not only a penalty; it goes on report. And it's not. I'm not. It's hard to put into words what I'm feeling, to be honest with you, because it's. You all saw it.
Nate, did you feel like you were getting listened to? Like, were you asking for them to have a look at that on the video at least? Did you feel like you were able to get your point across?
Yes and no. I think they listen. I think they know what you're saying. But like I said before, it's just easy for them to pass it off. In a couple of situations through the game, when you let them know what's going on, and it's a simple tactic the other team has. It's not a slight disadvantage for you. You let them know, but they just don't. They just seem to pass it on, mate. It's quite frustrating, but there's plenty of time to have a look at that over and over, a couple of sets of eyes, and like I said, mate, hand it upstairs, and it's all passed through, so they just think it's playing on, and clearly it's not.
Cardi, you worried about fact that these things are still happening in round 24, are you concerned about what could eventuate in the finals?
Yeah, well, it is. We're going to fight all day with referees and coaches about the subjective penalties. They just happen. But when things that happen for everyone to see and it's blatantly obvious, I don't know, where do you turn? Where do you turn? You can't defend it. It's not as though it wasn't a critical decision in the scheme of the season and the competition and where we sit. It's frustrating.
How was Gordon? Was he knocked out? Or
Yeah, he was. It was. He's worse for wear. Kevy don't lie down. He's up and about. But he's got some bark off him.
What about Harrow and Jamie, mate? How are they?
Jamie's got a hip abductor problem. Harrow looks like he's broken his hand.
How hard is it? I mean, you've got two massive games coming up. How hard is it going to be to sort of, with the injuries, with the...
Yeah, I think, look, we should get Birdie back next week. We're close to getting Luke Bailey back. Albert was sharp tonight. He'll be better for the run. Zillman should be back. We're not out of the woods by any terms. If things go our way, we could still be sitting in 8th spot. So I'm not. 2 points there would have been nice, and look, a lot had to happen. We had to kick the goal, and Golden Point, we had no reserves on the bench anyway, I think we only had one left, so who knows where it would have went. But it was I'll wait for the referee's report, I suppose, but it's not going to help us now.
is it more about now getting the players up for the last two games? It's a pretty big mental blow tonight.
And we've addressed that already. That there was a lot of. You never play a perfect game of footy, and Nate's probably, he was probably half right with saying that we did make the rod for our own back, and we did. We dropped that ball right on half time, which gave them the opportunity to score the points. And, but if you can play with pride and walk off with your head up high, that's what we aim to do for the next 2 weeks. If that gets us 2 wins, well, I think we'll be playing semis, but. We're sort of, we might put ourselves in a position now where, depending on results, we might have to have a few go our way. But as at the moment, I think we're still sitting 8th, and I don't fear any side in the competition when they play with that sort of character and pride. They've showed this year that they can beat anyone.